Yeah.
Hey yo, man, it's your time. And fuck poverty. Get this money, man. What the fuck you gotta do, you know what I'm saying?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Phil and Leroy Judgmental Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This your boy Phil.
And I'm Leroy. So we going to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where Hope Jackson is arrested for allegedly pressuring her boyfriend to kill the father of her children. Here's the report. Sound like something off of a TV show.
Authorities have now charged a second person in an apparent domestic dispute where the killer shot down another man, execution style. According to
he did that shit.
Arrest documents, the second person charged was the victim's former lover who ordered his killing. David Hamilton reports.
This picture of victim Anthony Wesley Jr. shows his love of family.
He was a great guy. Like I said, everyone loved him. It was nothing. It's not too much bad to say because you know how you say, you pray for a certain type of man and you finally get it. That's what it was.
East Baton Rouge sheriff investigators arrested Riddick Franklin for shooting Wesley in the back on March 29th at the Jefferson Lakes Apartments. Then documents say Franklin stood over Wesley and fired several more times. For Harris, she says she'll never forget witnessing that scene.
Well, it happened in front of mine, with our apartment. So, I was shocked. I'm traumatized. I still see the image, everything.
Investigators now allege that the shooter, Franklin, was romantically involved with Hope Jackson, the mother of victim Wesley's children, who they've now charged with second-degree murder as well. Court records show Wesley and Jackson were in the middle of a custody dispute. As part of that dispute, court was scheduled for next month. According to the affidavit now charging Jackson with second-degree murder, Jackson told Franklin multiple times she wanted Wesley killed because of a dispute involving child support. The affidavit alleges Jackson told Franklin, quote, "I want him OV." Authorities say OV is street slang for eliminating or killing someone.
It's shocking because, these are your kids' father. And why would you want to put the kids through that?
Harris mourns not only Wesley's death, but that this dispute escalated to such violence.
And Anthony could have talked it over and maybe, came to a conclusion or whatever it was that they had going on with the kids. Like, it didn't have to come to this. He didn't have to lose his life.
So my man shot him for something that don't even involve him. That's between the mom and the baby mom, the baby mother and the baby father. He shoots him over child support that he ain't have nothing to do with, and he did.
It's always suckers doing shit like that over a girl.
In addition to second-degree murder, the accused gunman Franklin faces charges of illegal use of a firearm, possession of a firearm, and obstruction of justice. Hope Jackson was booked in jail facing second-degree murder charges.
So the one dude go to jail, the other dude is dead, and she back on the host roll again.
No, she in jail. The baby mom is in jail. They arrested her.
Yeah, but she's not going to be in jail for long.
How long you think? You don't think she's going to get any charge?
Oh, yeah, definitely. But what, 6 years?
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be back out there on the block while everybody else is fucked up.
Well, we stand in Louisiana. This is Marksville, Louisiana, where Morrisville Police Chief Craig Lee, found guilty of having sex with a minor in 1998, pushes to remove the charge from his records. So here's another police force that's not doing background checks. They would have found out that he was had sex with a minor in 98, but now he's a police chief. So here's the report.
How do these motherfuckers get jobs like that?
I don't know.
New from our investigative team.
I assume that these people are like connected somehow.
An assistant police.
And we can tell this is a small area from that suit, that hairline, all type of shit going on here that ain't right.
Chief, temporarily serving as the primary chief, appeared in court to have his criminal past removed from his record. And as our investigative reporter Rob LaPro reports, the case involves a guilty plea of sex with a minor, something that could bar him from honoring his pledge to the badge.
No comment at all at this moment.
So you don't want to comment on the charges or the case itself?
Well, for the case and charges, I paid for that 27 years ago. I paid my debt to society, and I won't be done with it.
On it.
I say you might as well leave him a police chief if he's doing a good job, because hell, you should already known that anyway when he didn't went up the ranks.
He said that happened 27 years ago. What was the charges?
Oh, they're going to get into it.
A typical Tuesday at the Avoyelles District Court, it was anything but that for this assistant police chief serving the town of Moorville. In February, Moorville announced the then chief, Nick Ducote, was resigning from his position, and that Assistant Chief Craig Lee would step in to fill the gap while they search for a new acting chief. But Chief Craig Lee has a past on the other side of the badge. Back in January 1998, Lee pled guilty to having sex with a minor. He was 26 at the time. And what are those charges?
I'll let you get the court records on it.
Oh, you know what charges it is.
He was 26. How old was she?
They just say a minor. They don't say.
So do you think that they're serious at all?
No, I don't think so.
Court records KOB obtained show he was supposed to serve 3 years in prison, but that was lowered to 2 years of supervised probation. A majority of his case is still sealed, but the docket history shows the crime was eventually expunged from his record, but later challenged by the Louisiana Bureau of Investigation. Tuesday morning, Lee appeared in district court to fight back, but backing down the state lawyers in the courtroom, pulling his expungement request. Do you have any plans to bring the expulsion case again?
Yes,
to expel the cases?
Yes, I do.
Were you aware that LSP were coming?
No, I wasn't.
Before our cameras began rolling, we questioned Lee on if those charges affected his duties as an officer of the law. He told us he could run checks on license plates, but could not access criminal records or perform background checks.
That's a lie.
Our source...
he can do license plate checks, but he can't do a background check on somebody? Please.
Sources close to the matter confirmed that claim. But when our cameras were turned on him, do those charges affect your public duties?
No comment.
No comment on how they affect your duties?
No comment at all.
We headed to Moorville Town Hall to question Mayor Beryl Holmes on the decision to appoint Lee as interim chief. We could not get her on camera, but she responded saying she was aware of the case in itself, but would not comment past that, deferring us to Avoyelles District Attorney Charles Riddle. Riddle tells us Mayor Holmes was aware of the charges against Lee, but she had no intentions of ever promoting him to a permanent role as acting police chief. What do you expect of the town when this eventually becomes public?
I don't know. We're going to talk about that whenever I get back. Appreciate it. Thank you.
In Avoyelles, Rob LaPearl.
I say let him finish his intern until you find somebody.
Yep, might as well. What the hell? They already knew all this stuff anyway.
Right now, Craig Lee is still on the force as both Moorville's interim acting chief and assistant chief. We'll keep you posted as his case develops.
Let him keep going. If he's doing a good job now, if he's messing up or whatever, then no. But if they just promoted him a chief after the intern, if they promoted him, making him the intern chief after the other chief left, he must be doing a good job. Now we going to Cooper City, Florida, where Tamika Brown is accused of stealing SNAP benefits from more than 200 people. Here's the report.
To a crime alert and the arrest of a woman accused of stealing SNAP benefits from nearly 200 people. Detectives say she used the victim's money to stock up on high-demand items, then resold them. Local 10's
street entrepreneur. Leanne girl
is live in Cooper City, where her crimes first came to light. Leanne.
Janice, imagine being 95 years old or a single mom with 3 kids, unsure if you're going to be able to eat that week or provide for your family.
Oh, stop it.
That's exactly what investigators say the victims had to deal with after they were targeted by a woman who took their government assistance.
I would love to know how she quote unquote steal these SNAP benefits.
This is 43.
Look at that face. Woo.
Jesus Christ.
3-year-old Tamika Brown. And
that Tamika Brown don't fuck around, boy.
Investigators say she stole government assistance money from hundreds of people, more than $120,000 worth, using EBT cards to buy products to sell, and then pocketing the cash.
She used government funds for financial gain.
Brown was arrested April 7th in Pembroke Pines. Investigators began their investigation last summer after someone said their electronic benefit transfer or EBT card had been used at this Walmart in Cooper City.
How'd she get these cards? or
It
numbers.
appears that somehow, some way, electronically, she was able to access to this information.
I don't believe that. Kind of sound like that was the hustle that they all was going on or something, and she didn't messed up.
Yep.
And
probably did some shit like I got $600 on the card, but you only paid for $200, so give me my card back after you get your $200, and they clean the whole $600.
Right.
Stores. Investigators say Brown used stolen EBT numbers and pins to buy energy drinks.
They ain't steal nothing. They gave it to that girl, and she got burned.
How'd they get them if she stole? If it was stolen, how did she get it?
She's selling stamps. That's been the oldest trick in the book since the beginning of the time.
Exactly.
Strings.
And they got mad and shit, and then they just lied and said that, oh, she stole it from me.
I think she took more than she was supposed to. She only gave him 100, so she's supposed to get 200, and she gave him 100 and got 600 or 800 or some shit.
Right.
And sodas with the money, then sold them for profit.
She would take those items and go to corner stores, convenience stores.
That's
or
how you
people
do
that she
it.
may know, and then she would sell them.
The Broward Sheriff's Office has identified about 200 victims and spoken to roughly 30 so far. They say this may just be the tip of the iceberg, with possible co-conspirators and even more families victimized.
If they are aware and notice fraudulent activity in their accounts, just immediately report it.
Yeah, the Broward Sheriff's Office is asking anyone who thinks they may be victims of a crime like this one to contact them right away. Records show Brown is being held on a $300,000 bond. We're live in Cooper City. I'm Leanne Morejon, Local 10 News.
Look at that accent. Yeah, that don't sound right. They was all in cahoots with each other. You can reach the Judgmentals on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube at pnljudgementals, Instagram at @2_judgementals, or you can email us at pnljudgementals@gmail.com. Sorry, Phil.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
Hold up, whoa, hold the phone. You think all I do is rap? I can do it on my own. That's why I produce the track. No wonder where my crew is at. They'll be back.